Welcome to CJC Adventures. Carl here, and today Brother Craig's with me, and we are in Shrewsbury to see one of the most controversial places in Great Britain. We're in Shrewsbury Prison, or are heading into Shrewsbury Prison. It's not been a prison for a few years, since around about 2013, but it is open to the public, and we're going to take a look at all the things that happened here, from who stayed here, what ghosts there are here, and there are quite a few ghosts here at Shrewsbury Prison, and those ghosts are very active apparently, and it's classed as one of the most hauntedest places in Great Britain. So, let's go. Well, this is the entrance to the Dana, or some people say the Dana, as it was always known, and still is, even though it's not a prison for populated criminals anymore. But this is the actual prison itself, and this was where they would have loosed them out, I imagine, and took them in round the back. So, we're heading in. Let's go. It'd be the riot gear, wouldn't it?
Yeah. My role was to manage the prison, to lead good and useful lives. When people come into prison, they come here for a living.
Oh, that'd be like the booking part, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Oh. Mickey Tomlinson, oh. You went to jail when you were born, Craig? 1973, look. Robert Welsh. George Riley. Oh. He was executed here, he was, George Riley. Oh. I mean, all the handcuffs they used to use many years ago. That was what the prisoners had make, look. At caravan out of matchsticks. No sharp objects. Look at them bars, eh? How many criminals have them seen them doings? Oh, let's see. G-wing. Oh, sorry, C-wing. Like a G.
Quarters.
Oh. Ready to slop out, as they used to say. Makes you feel creepy being in here, don't it?
Yeah, there's your...
There's a toilet, so... Only one toilet here.
Yeah. All there is. Well, I'm telling you, one meth one person.
They'd all come out here, wouldn't they, and, you know, everybody out. See one or... So this could hold 43 prisoners, or haunted wing, as with many locations that are associated with the darker or more painful parts of human history. There are lots of reports of stories of unexplained sound, sightings and weird goings on. Sea Wing has a reputation as most haunted wing. There are multiple stories about a lady in cell C2L3 who walks across the landing towards the execution room, and of a young boy who has been seen sat at the bottom of the steps. One account of the little boy being seen is from an officer on nights, so they're in the steps where he's been seen. Oh. It was part of like a Georgian prison then, this was.
Yeah, how you know?
Just tells you there, oh. So shower. You have your shower?
Yeah, I'll get a shower.
Oh. Mm. Time for lock-up, Craig.
Oh.
Oh, On the exercise yard, prisoners would be permitted to spend up to 1 hour every day exercising outside if they wished. This exercise started at 7:30 AM, weather permitting. This would be hard labour. Punishments used in prisons during the 1800s, that is. That's a nine tails. You did do it. You did do it. I know you done it.
I'll do it again.
You done it, and I know you did. All these cells, eh?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Laughing gas.
Oh. You're Ronnie Bark, yeah. Marvellous, eh? He was in there. It's called Time, Maurice. Sean Bean. But that was alright. I think they made a second series about somebody else after. Number one, then this is it's to be upstairs, well, it's on the top and the bottom.
Yeah.
I think you have to walk up every day up here, wouldn't you, if you have to do that. Cell C203 is reported to be the most haunted cell in the entire prison. Considered the haunted wing. There have been many inexplainable incidents in this wing reported by officers, prisoners and members of the public today. Many officers would refuse to work on this wing alone at night and reported they saw a grey lady emerge from this cell, making her way across the landing and towards the execution room at the bottom of the corridor. The unsettling sighting has been reported numerous times, and to this day do not know who she is or why she is here. Could she be a prisoner or perhaps an officer? And this is the cell. Should we go in? Or should we just bypass it? Hello? Tell the truth, it does give them chills, do you? Just give the chills. I would do. And me, cover myself up. You look at these landings, I mean, you think about what they've said here, like people who have died here and executed here, and so. There's been seen across this landing, that grey lady. A grey lady, I don't know who it is. You might see her in the showers. That's how you pass the time, mate, with ping pong. All these bars out, what they've said. You know, fights and all sorts. Executioner's bedroom, execution room. Executioner's bedroom, the executioner would arrive at the prison the day before the execution was due to take place. On arrival, they would use the prisoner's height, weight and build to calculate the length of the drop, prepare the rope and the test equipment using a weighted sack. The sack would be left to hang on the rope overnight to ensure the rope was stretched and it would be readjusted in the morning if necessary. There were many times that the executioner may have stayed in a hotel if the prison was within the town, but they would usually stay within the jail so that this would be no delay to proceedings. Oh, I mean, some of the ones were hanging young people, it's really would have stopped this is. That's where they would have been when they was being executed, or across on the wall. The clothes there. think what the neighbours, what this room said. Very nervous people have lived in here. A letter there writing to somebody you love before that you get the rope round your neck, and he would have stopped here then, wouldn't he, John George Ager?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I thought so.
From Sussex he was. Fate executed by hanging. Oh, they hung him down there.
Yeah. Stepdaughter.
Oh, Fred and Rose Weston.
Yeah.
Ruth Ellis, 9th of October 1926, date of murder 10th of April 1955. Harold Shipman, so yeah.
Yeah, there was a bloke who shared a cell with him. He tried to kill himself, and he resuscitated him. The doctor knew what to do there.
Read about that. So it was, this would probably be what they'd see, wouldn't it, when they was going to the last days of life. I know it's, let me say all these would be here at some point, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
And Jack the Ripper, date of birth unknown, and never knew nothing about him, did they?
No.
So he was like, just a mystery, worried.
Yeah.
Oh, he was a wicked man, worry. Something come over him, worry. I say he would have stopped here, wouldn't he? He would have been here, wouldn't he? Mary Bell. Tyneside Strangler. So it's... offending behaviour, all the programmes that they run out for re-offending and everything like that.
Yeah.
Like the regimes, look. Just to get them on courses out for when they get released.
Yeah.
Oh, prison gym, oh.
Yeah.
Your loved ones would come to see you when you was in here, have a chat to you, and just say, no passing nothing, no foils and no cakes. Visiting prisons, like Alcatraz, I suppose, look, but
Yeah.
depends on how secure the prison is, like if it's a main or an open one.
Yeah.
That was the visitors. It's the chapel. This is the prison chapel. That's what it looked like in the day. This is what it looks like now. Should be where they administer all their medication and they'd been hurt in a fight or whatever, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
That's where they take the height, it's like a doctor's surgery.
Yeah.
That's where they administer all the drugs, love.
Yeah.
Or did. Well, this is one of the main parts of the prison. This would be probably when you was first doing your first days as a proper prisoner. Anybody committing suicide or jumping over there.
Yeah.
Oh, it is. If you remember the BBC drama Time, starring Sean Bean and Stephen Graham, you remember that he was in jail, obviously, in the story, for a hit-and-run crime, Sean Bean. And it says here, you may recognise this cell from the popular BBC drama Time, starring Sean Bean and Stephen Graham. This follows two men on different sides of the bars as they discover the harsh reality of prison life. This cell belonged to Sean Bean's character Mark Cobden. Everything you see in this cell today was used to create the dramatic set that Sean Bean used to bring his character to life. Sean Bean shared this cell with Anion Bernard, who played Bernard, and Jack McMullen, who played Daniel. So this was actually filmed here. And if you look inside here, this has been left as it was when that programme was filmed with Sean Bean. Everything you see in here was used in the programme Time with Sean Bean. As you can see, everything's been left as it was. These are all obviously real products, but they are props, and this was used in the programme. Marvellous. Sean Bean and Stephen Graham filmed scenes in here along with other characters for the programme Time. Officer's box. You may recognise this office from the popular BBC drama Time, starring Sean Bean and Stephen Graham. This is the officer's box that Stephen Graham's character Eric McNally spent his shifts. So that's where they filmed his office in. So Stephen Graham was in there then, doing his in character.
Yeah.
It's been left as it was. Look, with a cup on the desk and all that.
Oh,
Marvellous, eh? Cell number 14. If you look inside, you see some red tape. I imagine that was there when they filmed the programme Time. And that's where the actors are normally standing and doing a scene. So obviously they would be filming in here at some point, wouldn't they? Yeah. This would be one of the cells from Time, Sean Bean. And look at all there, I mean there's like landing after landing here. There's all up here. This is the top floor, isn't it? Look at that room up there. All they do is bang open of a morning, wouldn't they? Everybody out, everybody slop out. Oh, it's the guard box out where they sit out, like to keep an eye on the prisoners and everything like that.
yeah. Wake up, and you know where to walk on that one, isn't it?
That prison smell out still. It's like bleach and
Yeah,
yeah. Wake up every morning to this. So when they was playing up, they'd put them handcuffs on them, wouldn't they?
Oh.
That's what they do here.
Yeah. Okay, that one, that's what you have to pay for.
In April 1822, 5 prisoners were hanged in one day for burglary. Seems a bit extreme, don't it? No privacy. This is what you have to face every day.
Stand all the way now, fellas. What's going on? Don't worry about it. We'll be back up a minute. I'm just taking up. That doesn't exist now, folks. So when officers want to go okay, all behind the doors, off you go, off you go. And that doesn't happen now. So, and that's why it's sometimes much more dangerous. The pay rate is £3,000 more than we did. We were just far better than the others. So we would consider ourselves to be lucky, even though we had an increase in profit. I remember going to there.
And that's the actual rope that would go through around someone's neck. And it was literally down to there.
managing to get some of these lads, they're not strong lads.
Stop there thinking about, does he?
Tough guys, they're not. But the trouble is you get caught up, so that's when you might try to blame somebody.
There's actually Henry Pierpoint's first execution. That's the cell what they used to sit just before they was took to the robe. That's what they had to face in that cell. Rope round the head and the neck. That was the morgue as well, huh? So they'd use this for the morgue after they'd executed him. What was the execution room? Here's the prison van. Let's call it the mate wagon, haven't they?
Oh,
They'd bring you in on. That's what it looks like inside a prison van. I'm taking you to jail. A very small area. That's where the vans come in and where the vans come out. In or out, maybe every other day, who knows. It does make you think that when they executed anybody and they buried the bodies in the grounds of the prison, they used to number where there was. Could that be a number? Maybe, because that is the prison wall. Prison Service Roll of Honour. I don't think they've abided by that very much, have they?
no.
This is where the governor would spend his time. And this is, you've got to see him. You've done something wrong.
The governor's office went to this.
You come in here just to see him, won't you, the governor, or if you've done something wrong. And,
Governor's report.
Oh, this is like the comms room, mate. It's like where they look at all the security footage and everything like that. I don't think this was this big, like this. I wonder, in a real prison it would be, wouldn't it? All prisoners coming into or leaving prison go through reception. Prisoner arriving are brought to prison in a cellular vehicle. Escorting officers take the prisoner's paperwork, warrant, card and prisoner escort record into reception when it's checked, and the prisoner is placed into a holding cell ready to be processed. The prisoner cannot be brought into prison without a signed warrant card from the courts.
Just send you the algae or the
Process you.
Process you where you get a selfie.
This would be like when, you know, they check you over and all that, eh?
Yeah.
So the marks and the names on the walls that were scraped in over the years.
Yeah.
Alright, it was a Tough prison, wasn't it, this, I think? It's, I should do the reception. Another holding cell. This is a new modern cell, like a 2013 cell. And like allow modern things like PlayStations and whatever. It's what they'd have out, the kettles and jar of soup there. Like. 2013 cell. It says it don't differ from none of the other older cells, this though, really. It's one of the last cells that would have used, like what was modern or whatever. So,
Yeah.
1995 cell. Pretty modern cell. So.
Fine.
1960s.
To check, it won't be till Tuesday morning, but there will be.
It's the padded cell. So you get the lunatics when they start playing up and everything all the time. So. Victorian cell. Nah. So it looked like in the Victorian age, like rougher, wouldn't it? Like a mouse or it used to house women, and it, as well as men at one point. Another Victorian cellar, so they bring the kids and babies in here, wouldn't they? Riot cell, this is like, you know, they used to go in and all the riot gear on after if somebody was playing up and like they busted all the cell up and chucked everything everywhere. It's like you're a trusted prisoner, right? You know, you make the tie down, you know,
Yeah.
you know, you can be alright, man. It's usually how the prisoners are, do it.
Yeah.
Got all the main amenities like all the tie bags, Yorkshire tie. So you could sit, look, when there's having your dinner, play cards with the public and the prisoners. This would be the most terrifying experience cell of all time because this is the first night cell. Obviously when you spend your first night, your first day, till you got found your feet. That's the drug testing. Test them for drugs and MDT, mandatory drug testing. I do the cell. This is where they do all the prison food. This is like the main exercise yard here. That's the other side to it here. That's where they'd, you know, exercise and probably play basketball and stuff, wouldn't they? That's what they said to wear out, like, you know, unless she was on remand.
You wear your own clothes on remand.
You can
So I took off your sentence, see?
take it off your sentence. Just a normal.
Food like that, was that actually real food?
They'd put them in here when they was playing up, put no segregation.
Oh, yeah.
Be like Clint Eastwood when he was putting the... Well, that was terrible, wasn't it? This is basic. You'd lie on a board, look. That's all you'd do. You'd have just one side. There'd probably be no light in here, that'd be the button that you'd have to press if you was in trouble. Through time, eh? Yeah, just through the years of time. Like a time part.
See, like it's like when you're buried. They're going to find out. You know, if you've got no relations, they're going to tear the graves out. Similar sort of thing as you say.
Ah, it's a bit of goodbye the Lord, aren't they?
Yeah, that's right.
This is a bathhouse. Years ago. That's what I used to do, eh? Because you could only fill it up once, couldn't you? But obviously, modern after. Oh, yeah, no. Well, somewhere to do, isn't it? It's on there, like, from the prisons, doing it. Eh? Oh, the mugs, Quite a few gifts in here. Got the straps and... When you bought a cup there, so...
I do indeed.
Colourful shirts, And that's it for today from CJC Adventures. Hope you've enjoyed this long trip all around Shrewsbury Prison, the Dana or the Dana, compared to the way you talk, I suppose, or how you pronounce things. It's been a fantastic day, really has. I definitely recommend it. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and please subscribe. Click on the subscribe icon and the bell. You'll be notified when each video is uploaded. And please share. And thank you for watching. Look after yourselves and each other. And goodbye for now.